good afternoon, how are you doing? It is Daisy from Unbound PR. Unbound PR. We are free, we are not bound. So, as promised, I said that I'll be popping up every now and again to give you guys some tips, particularly for music artists, on how you can get more exposure and navigate through the music industry as best possible. And so today I want to talk to you guys about social media, and this is because as I've been speaking to artists, one of the aspects of managing their business, their music business, has been social media, and they're really like, oh, you know, I can't get my head around it, can't be bothered with it, is it really necessary? The answer is yeah, baby, yeah, it is very, very necessary. And I know that it can cause you guys a little bit of stress, so I'm just going to give you some tools on what can help you, and also tell you about not doing a certain thing, which is just popping up on social media and then popping off again. So this is what I see you guys doing. So whenever you have new music to release, suddenly you're there, you know, all guns blazing, social media. Guess what, I've got new music is dropping, this is what I'm doing, new music is dropping today, it's dropping today. After it's dropped, you go quiet again. Then you're about to release new music 6 months later, you pop up, new music. But you know what? Your fans don't care anymore because we've not seen you for 6 months. In between that 6 months, we've been attracted by somebody else who's been talking to us regularly and bringing us into their world and telling us what's going on with them. And now, remember what I said last time about being out of sight, out of mind? We've not seen you for how long, and now the only time you want to pop up and talk to us is when you've got something to sell to us? Not cool. The best thing that you guys can do is to maintain a consistent communication, consistent posting, consistent connection with your fan base. For those of you artists that are just starting, like, you know, you're working on music, and your music, you know, you're planning to release it maybe even later on in the year, maybe towards, you know, the end of the year. What I'm finding that you guys are doing is you're waiting until you've got the music to release before you set up your fan page, before you set up your Twitter page, before you set up your Instagram. Big mistake. What you need to be doing is making sure that all these platforms are set up way in advance. The moment you decide, you know what, I'm gonna do this whole music thing, I'm gonna go into studio, I'm gonna develop I'm gonna develop this track or this EP or this album that's gonna be ready for release in a few months' time. The moment you decide that, you get your stuff together, you get on social media, you set up your page, and you start to build your audience. Build your audiences nice and early. Let them start connecting with you nice and early, way before you've got anything to sell. Now, don't forget, the key to social media is that word, social media. You need to be building up an audience by being social, by talking with them, sharing your ideas, sharing the things you love. And when you've got an engaged audience, by the time you're ready to put your product in front of them and sell to them, they're already there waiting for it. But it's not just when suddenly you've got your tin of beans, suddenly now you're starting to look for this new audience. No, build your audience way in advance. So that's what I advise my artists to do. They might be saying, right, well, you know what, I'm dropping my debut single in 3 months' time. We're setting up your social media platforms from today, and we're going to work out a social media strategy so that you're posting and sharing parts of your life and your heart and building your audience way in advance. People say to me, well, Daisy, well, I'm talking so fast here, it's literally just, but that's the way that's the way I do it. So people say to me, Adaeze, you know, okay, yeah, post. What do I post about? Like, you know what I mean? All I want to tell them about is my music. What else do I have to say? There's so much more to you than music. And if it's only music that you want to talk about, cool. Tell them take them on the journey with you. Take them to studio with you. Tell them that you've been in studio. Share clips from the time in studio. Share clips of you writing songs. Tell them about the writing process. If you're having a photo shoot, bring them into that. Let's see a Facebook Live on the photo shoot. Tell us how it went. Tell us how you've had writer's block. Tell us about the next songs you're writing. Tell us about what you're eating tomorrow. Tell us about the fact that you feel a little bit fat and you know you've got a photo shoot coming up, so you go into the gym. doing. Just bring us into your world. It doesn't have to be beautiful all the time. You don't have to wait till you've got perfect pictures. No, do you know what? People like authenticity. Authenticity. People love that. They want you to be authentic. They want to see the real you. And by the time you've got people connecting with you on that level and just falling in love with you for who you are, when you say, hey, here's my song, they're more ready to connect. So don't wait till you've got the perfect photo shoot pictures. Don't wait until you've got something to sell to start to build your social media audience. And if you're going to a social media team to manage it for you, if they're telling you to wait until you've got the product to sell, sack them. They should be encouraging you to just start posting. Now I'm going to give you a tool that you may have heard of, but some of you may not have. If you are super busy and you don't have time to be posting every day, there's a number of tools actually, but I tend to use Hootsuite. So Hootsuite will allow me to go on and plan a number of posts to go out, and I can schedule them all in advance. So you guys think that I'm sat here every day doing social media. No, I'm not. I'm taking a day or two and I'm planning them out, and I'm scheduling them on the days that I want them to go on this tool called Hootsuite, and then they're going out and they're being scheduled for me. So if you're a bit like me and you're super busy, then go and check out that software. I think it's a software, it's an online thing called Hootsuite, which will help you. All right, guys, that's it. The main message of today is stop popping up. Don't just pop up and tell me that you want me to buy something. I don't even know who you are anymore. Where have you been for the last 6 months? While you've been gone, I've been listening to this person who keeps telling me that they're going to studio and what they're eating for breakfast and that they've been to the gym and nearly died. You've been quiet, and the only time you've come back into my life is when you're trying to sell me something. That, my dear, is not social at all.